I think it's important for us to finish at the top of this of the section here, which means we had to take as many points as we could. We knew coming into this World Cup there was going to be a lot of tough games, but the real big games, if you wanted to get to the next World Cup, was to beat Sri Lanka and the West Indies. So for me, winning today was a huge thing. It's huge for us as well. But I've just said to the guys in the change room, you know, we had a clear path in 2018. We only had to win the last game and we could have been at the World Cup, and they messed it up. So got to make sure that we don't let this win go to our heads. We still got to do the job. My original job when I came in was we want to win every game in this World Cup qualifier, and that hasn't changed. It's hard for me to sit here and take credit for the way our guys are playing. I think what I've given to the guys is a little bit more belief in their own ability. I said right from the start when I came in to the guys that there's so much more quality and depth and skill in this team than there was in the days when I played. And all we needed to do was get it out of them. And for that to happen, they had to start enjoying what they were doing at practice, have real quality practices and enjoyment and fun in it, and also have some enjoyment off the field as well. So I've tried to show the guys a fair amount about life. You know, go to game parks, go do some fishing, go and see some lions, go and see some elephants. It's not just all about the humdrum and day in, day out cricket. And I think that's what I've managed to do, is actually bring a relaxation to the guys that allows them to bring out the skill that they have. And I think we're seeing, every game we see these guys play, somebody comes to the party, some skills. It's not just a one-man band, we've got skill all the way through the team, and it's good to watch. I think one of the things I've learned over the years is that, you know, you have to give people more of a chance, especially those that are your best players, to perform. Everybody can go through a game or two where they don't play at the best of their ability, but to then just drop them or axe them just because they've had a bad game doesn't do their confidence any good, and it doesn't send a great message through the team. Tendai Chitara has been the senior bowler in this team for a number of years now, and he's still our best bowler. The fact that he had a couple of bad games, I knew he had a good game or two still in him easy. So it wasn't a difficult decision for me, and it goes with what I've said. We've got to back our players and support our players, and they know that I do that, and you get the results from it, and he had a great game today. Yeah, look, I thought the first two games our batting display chasing was huge. The wickets are good batting wickets. Let's not mess about with that. There was some talk that, you know, especially here at Harare Sports Club, if you win the toss and bowl first, the wickets were different to later. Look, they're good batting wickets throughout the day. There's no real big advantage in winning the toss. What was important for me, though, was to show that we can defend a total. What we showed in the first two games was we could chase a big total. What we showed today was that we could defend a total. And I think for anybody looking on at us now, they'd have to say, well, what's enough? How many runs will we need to get to be able to beat Zimbabwe that they can't chase down? And when that happens, you put yourself into the realms of the fact you might get bowled out too little. Yeah, you know, we've had quite a good build-up, Zimbabwe cricket, coming up to this World Cup qualifiers. And throughout that build-up, we made sure that we did everything we thought might happen in this tournament. So we changed our team 4 or 5 people at a time in case you get injuries. We're carrying a couple now. And we batted first and we batted second in games, whether we won the toss or not, deliberately, to make sure that we took any worry or concern over the toss out of our game. So it didn't really worry us who won the toss today. We probably would have bowled again because that's what the guys like to do. But actually we weren't worried about having to bat first. Yeah, I think we definitely will see some changes. I mean, we've played the same side three games in a row. We probably would have changed the side if we didn't have 3 days rest between Holland and the West Indies, but because we had that amount of rest, we didn't see a need to change. But with only 1 day now between now and our game against America, there'll definitely be some changes, and 1 or 2 are nursing injuries that might take a little longer than a day or 2 anyway. So yeah, there'll be some changes. We'll be using most of the squad. Look, it's fantastic, and we know and we love our fans. You know, we know the noise that they make. We know the aura that they bring to us playing at home. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I'm glad I'm not one of the opposition here, because to have that support behind us is really, I mean, they talk about it being the 12th man in football. For us, it's like the 13th, 14th and 15th man. So It's great to have them here. I'm sure they enjoyed the day. They certainly got their money's worth in terms of cricket and excitement. And I believe there was quite a big number of fans out the back on a big screen as well, so fantastic to see. Well, he popped his shoulder, so it's not a dislocation. It just popped out, and the doc popped it back in there once he looked the other way and stopped crying. But so he's protectively using a sling at the moment. But to me, there's still a chance he can take a part in the rest of the tournament. So we won't be looking to replace him as yet. We'll get a little bit more knowledge tomorrow. I think he'll go for a scan, but I think all things being equal, he'll probably miss Monday's game and be available again thereafter.